Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel, Stay Forever True. Today I want to kind of talk about like what I'm going through, and hopefully it helps somebody, or it encourages somebody, or maybe it just helps me with you all commenting down below what you think. But I just want to know, is anyone else feeling like, you know, you gain this spiritual knowledge, whether it be learning about chakras or meditation, or learning more about moon phases, or you learn more about just positive mindset, things like that. Like, you learn these things and you feel super equipped, right? You feel like, okay, like I can do this, and you use them, and your life starts to change. And then maybe you kind of go back to your old ways, or like things happen and you kind of have like that, I don't know, I guess like a trauma response or something, or you just get into that slump where it's just like, what's the point? Okay, I had to bring reinforcements. I was cold. So yeah, does anybody feel like, you know, you have all this stuff in your tool bag, and then maybe you stop using it, or you feel like, you know, I know all this stuff, like I got it, but then you're like, okay, why am I not manifesting what I want? Like, why is there still BS in my life? Like, why do I still feel like crap? Like, why do I feel like things are not going my way? Anybody ever feel that way? I like know for me, this year 2022, it was a lot of highs and lows. Emotionally, I was this close to divorcing my husband, so that was tough. But we're good right now. We're in a really good space. Like, things have had a complete 180 in our relationship. And for me, it's like I feel like I've been kind of suffering in silence, and it stifled me from creating content on this channel, because really on both of my channels, because I just felt like a fraud. Like, I felt like here I am trying to teach people about this or show this or do that, and it's like I'm not really happy, or I'm not really doing what I'm saying. Like, I'm not practicing what I preach, or I just like I just felt like bad. I felt bad, especially because I'm like, you know, I'm so blessed. Like, this year I went back to school, got my RN, like my kids are healthy and happy. They're doing really well. Like, finances are getting better. We're about to be moving soon into a new place that's better for us. Like, my business was doing better as far as me selling crystals and other items. Like, so many great things have happened, but I was still feeling like really depressed, y'all. Like, feeling like, what's the point, honestly? And I was feeling even more sad, because it's just like, what are you upset about? Like, why are you sad? That's what I had to like question myself. Like, I felt even more sad because I'm sad, and I feel like I shouldn't be in the situation. Like, I feel like I should know better. I feel like I should be doing better. I feel like I should be feeling better. But, or I feel like, okay, you're blessed. Like, you have this, you got a man that loves you, like, you're healthy, like, you got people out here that's actually willing to listen to what you have to say. Your kids are good. Like, why are you not happy? And it was just like this sense of judgment that I was putting on myself. And it made me feel even more insecure to come in front of y'all and do content, because I'm just like, I'm not happy. And even like recently, I've been feeling that way. But I feel like I have to not necessarily restart my spiritual journey, because I think like the whole point is that it's a journey. You know, it's a journey. Like, we're all human here. And I think that's like, I kind of got, I guess I started to feel like I wasn't human. Like, I knew I'm human, but you know, like, I feel like I shouldn't feel this way, or I shouldn't have human emotions. I should be so enlightened and so beyond this that I should be good. I shouldn't be worried about money. I shouldn't be worried about any of this stuff. Like, I should be good. And I think sometimes like that's kind of the energy that's put out there, especially like the whole becoming that girl and being your soft girl phase, and like, you know, the glow up and living your best life energy that was out here. Like, that's cool, that's great, I get it, but like, that's not me. I'm a mother of two, I'm married, like, I work, I got a lot going on. And it's just like, I was just like, why am I not living my best? Like, why am I not happy about this and the third? Like, yeah, it just made me feel super insecure. Even like recently today, I was just like so in my feels and so down. Yesterday, I just could not get up. I could not like motivate myself to do anything. And I just want to come on here and hopefully maybe somebody out there is feeling the same way. Like, just want to say, like, yes, we have this information. Yes, we have this knowledge. But unless we're actually using it, it's just in our head. And it kind of haunts us. It kind of picks at us and kind of like can make you feel very inadequate, at least for me, because it's like you have all of this but you don't have that, or if you have all of this then you should have that, because look at everybody else, they got it too. Like, why you ain't manifest this, or why you didn't do that? But I don't think that's really that. I think part of it is the journey. And I want to encourage anybody out there to just look at everything again with new eyes. Look at everything again with new eyes. Learn more information and start to practice certain things. Or maybe just stop scrolling, stop looking at videos, I had to turn off my Instagram for a minute and my Facebook and just refocus on me. And I really had to do this video because, like I said, like, I feel like it was a huge elephant in the room. When I would sit down and do content, like, I just felt like like a failure, honestly. Like, I was failing myself and I was being a fraud, because I honestly was just not feeling good inside. And at this point, I'm allowing myself to be more optimistic, and I'm really giving myself permission to be vulnerable and to also just enjoy my life where it's at. Like, yes, I want to manifest this, I want to have this, I want to have that, but man, I have brought so much into my life. Like I said, I became an RN this year. I went to school completely for free. I owed like $11,000 before I went to school, to another school, and they were holding my transcripts. Never had to pay the $11,000. That was all wiped away. All of that was wiped away. I went to school, got through school completely free. Actually got paid to get my RN because of COVID. They were giving us grants and all this type of stuff. My kids went to daycare completely free while I was in school. Like, all of these things were there for me. And I'm still sitting here like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But it's just like, sometimes you just really have to self-reflect, especially at this time of the year. If you're watching this, like in the winter months, it's time to self-reflect and maybe have that gratitude journal, whatever the case may be, and just realize that even if you've been on this journey for a minute, maybe you've been awakened for a minute, or you've had that dark night of the soul, like, you can always put yourself back into the position of being a beginner, being a child, and looking at things from a fresh set of eyes. Just because you've accomplished so much or so much does not mean that you are not entitled to feeling sad, to feeling vulnerable, to feeling insecure, to feeling like you can't get out the bed in the morning. Like, you're not immune to that. You're human. And part of this experience is to go through these things and come out of it and then be a testament to other people. Or while you're going through it, tell people what's going on. Because we're here to help each other. It's not about putting up a facade. And I kind of felt like that's what I was doing. That's why I didn't want to do videos. Because I'm like, my channel is Stay Forever True. What the hell? Especially like when my husband and I were going through stuff, like, I couldn't even create anything in my house. Like, I just felt so detached and just so off. But I'm allowing myself again to look at things from a new set of eyes. I've been pulling out books that I've had for a minute and rereading them, or just kind of actually reading them, not just skimming through them and get the information I want, but like actually reading them as if I do not understand the information. And that's kind of what I want people to get from this, is just like, it's okay to start over. And you're really not starting over, but it's okay to look at things from those innocent eyes, because that's usually when we did the most manifesting, right? When we first learned about affirmations and we first, learned about this and the third, that's when we was like really into it. And after a while, you kind of just taper it down. But you can always bring yourself back to one and just start off from there. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. I hope that this kind of resonated with somebody. I want to add this too, is that I would be like, I know that yoga is good, or I know that I need to eat like this, or I know I need to do this, and I need to do that. Like, why am I not doing it? And I think just that pressure that I was put on myself to be that girl who wakes up at 5 in the morning and does her meditations and writes in her journal and, drinks her hot lemon water and takes a shot of turmeric and ginger. Like, I just felt like I had to be that person in order to be valid, you know, in order to be this spiritual YouTuber or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, no, just be you and do things the way that fits you. And, you know, I'm a mother of two. I'm a wife. I'm a nurse. I have two YouTube channels. I have a metaphysical shop. Like, I have a lot going on in my life. And it's like, it's okay for me to do things that the way that fits me. If the most spiritual thing I can do that day is clean my house, I'm gonna do that. Like, that's a great thing. That's a great way to start. And so it's just like not putting that pressure on myself to be a certain way. And also, if I feel like, okay, I know all these things but I'm not actually utilizing them, just start with one thing. Like, I honestly felt like, okay, in order for me to do yoga, like, I had to wake up at a certain time, put my yoga mat out, have it on the TV. But no, like, honestly, you can do yoga at any time. Anytime. Like, I was just doing yoga. My daughter was on a bed doing something. I was just in child's pose, like really stretching deep into it, like things like that. And I felt so good. Like, I really opened up my hips real wide. I was like, oh my gosh, like this feels so good. I was feeling tight at first and I feel amazing now. But it's just like, I felt like it had to look a certain way in order to be valid. And that's not true, you all. It has to look the way that you want it to look, in the way that you want it to feel. And you don't have to do all of these things in order to be like at this level. All you really have to do is stay true to you and stay true to your nature and just show yourself grace, love, and gratitude for real. Like, that's where I'm starting to realize it's like that perfectionism or the need to feel like you have it all together and that you have this sequence of routines every single day. That ain't right. Don't put yourself through that. You know, do what you can when you can. If you can't do it, just don't do it. You know, the best thing you can do is say affirmations to yourself, speak life into yourself, be positive to yourself, and show yourself love and grace. And people within your circle, show them love and grace as well. So I hope that makes sense. Another thing is when you feel like that, like, you know, this is not working, or why am I, you know, you just get into that state of like spiritual depression, I guess. It's okay to go into your hermit mode and go into your own shell. But I would say when you're in that space, make sure that you're doing things and being around people who actually benefit you. Make sure that you're doing things that add to you instead of take away from you. You know, in that hermit state, I don't think that you should be, you know, overdoing it with the TV or with your phone or with drinking or using any other substances or watching stuff that you feel like triggers you, or even watching negative things, even if it's just somebody kind of like a rumor type of videos and stuff like that. Like, even that can alter you. I was instead just spend time with yourself, reading, writing, and being around people who add to your energy or can help to remind you of who you really are. So maybe like childhood friends. Try not to avoid people too much. I mean, I get it. Hermit mode is hermit mode. But sometimes we do need to be around people that help us to really see who we are. And, you know, they can just help to remind you and help you to see, like, girl, you come so far. Like, dude, like, look at you. You done did this and the third. Like, they can help to encourage you and add to your energy. But I know sometimes when you get into that spiritual depression, like, you know, you might start leaning towards things that are not healthy. I know I did, and I'm not doing that anymore. I'm allowing myself to not do that. And yeah, I just want to put that out there. Like, it's something practical to do is be, in all that you do, be intentional about that. You know, try your best to just hold on to your spiritual practices and the things that you know you should be doing. And if you do things that, you know, sometimes you gotta just do those things that are not the healthiest. I get it. But always, you know, try to bring yourself back on this path because you are worth it. And, you know, it's a lot out here for you. So I'm going to just add a little nugget for y'all. I really, really, really appreciate everybody here that comes to watch my videos. Like, y'all have helped me through a lot of stuff. Don't want to get emotional, you're the cancer child, but I appreciate everybody. And I really, really, really want to put out there that we all are going to continue to grow and be true to who we are, be true to what God made us to be here on this earth, to be and to do. and that we can rediscover ourselves. And in doing that, we rediscover God and the universe and all the beauty that's out here for us, and that we can truly, truly enjoy everything that's here for us. So, put it out there to you all. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested, go check out my metaphysical shop. I will have the information down below. And let me know what you think about this subject. What are some things that you are revisiting, and how have you been feeling? Has anybody felt the same way? Please let me know. Yeah, thanks for watching, you all. Peace.